Hello everyone,
Hello.
welcome to our universal energy flow reading for everyone for the month of October. Can you believe it? It's actually October. That is scaring me quite a lot because you've got something big happening maybe this month. Could still be next month, but we've got a baby coming this month. And I can feel her just getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
This should be the last one that we do before she's born.
It might be. You never know. You never know. But part of me has always said she'll come on the 2nd of November. But you never know, right? You just never know. Especially the way I've been feeling. Feels like she's trying to come soon.
Aye, and we've to be fair, we've both pulled ourselves out of our sick beds a bit to do this one. Like, it's not like us to be sick, but we've both had it
We've
heavy
both
this
had
week.
a very bad flu, ourselves and Eden, and it's just been it's been terrible because normally if we get anything we're a couple of days and we can get right back on it, and this week it's been a full week for me. Like, this is a full week of feeling pretty shitty.
But we're not missing this.
No, we're not missing this.
Anything.
No, plus like everything happens for a reason, because we tend to just go about and constantly just keep going. We never really stop. So sometimes the universe will make us just stop and give us a wee illness bug or whatever it's going to be, just to make us stop and actually work on our own healing. And that is really important. Like, it's something that we probably do forget about now and again, especially with life being so busy now. So that was just the universe, I feel, saying, right, you two, calm it. You've got a lot of stuff coming up later in this year, so let's just get used to chill out first for a wee week, you know? I think I'm going to just look at it like that. So we're getting into this month. It's like October. This is when the winter's coming in, right? We're feeling it. We're feeling that, you know, the dark nights are coming. The veil is thinning between like the worlds as well. This is a very spiritual time of the year. As we all know, Halloween is this month too.
Libra season. We've already got one Libra daughter, and we're looking at another.
We've got our wee Libra Eden, who is 10 on Monday, and also like our very best friend Serena. Her birthday is on Monday as well. She shares the same day as Eden and the same numerological number, which is good for them. They need each other.
Godsend for us.
Definitely. Serena's definitely helped us work Eden out that little bit more. But I think next baby will be a Scorpio.
Aye, when is the cut-off date for that? Is it 22nd?
I think it's the 22nd, and that is the due date. So we'll see how it goes. But this is about you guys at home. Okay, this reading right now, what we're about to do, is all about you and where you're at, and to bring some clarity and some love and some peace into your life, hopefully. So I'm going to start by picking up my favourite cards, my Diana Cooper angel cards. I'm just going to give these a wee shuffle and get them, just get them mixed. Oh no, my OCD will not handle that. Let's get on there. It's because I was playing with them there. It's okay. It's all good. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these and ask. I don't know what's going on with them tonight. Ask them for some guidance for everybody at home. Ask for some guidance for the universe. I'm just going to spread these on the table and get Stephen to pick the first 4 cards out of that for me, please.
1. And 4.
Thank you. Funny, right? Because I feel like I'm recognising some of these cards already from last month. So that can happen when, you know, we'll keep getting the same cards out until we really work on what it is they're giving us. So I'm just saying, basically, we really need to work on what we're given every month. We really need to do the self work. That's something that we can tend to forget about. Is like we can listen to a reading, we can say, right, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and then we don't actually act upon anything. So just a wee reminder, like, try and, if something sticks out at you during this reading that you feel like that was for me, I need to go work on that shit, like, then please go and really do that, because the cards will just keep coming out the same until you do the work.
Good point. How do you do that? How do you keep something present so that you keep seeing it? Like, do you have a wee thing that you do, like, to keep the stuff in front of you? Like, you know, some people have got a vision board or
well, for me, I tend to I like to write notes down in my phone or in one of my wee books, and then I tend to work on it that way. But everybody's different. Like, vision boards are great for stuff like that. So, like, I think when we had the house and stuff, I always had that bit on the back of my door. And I'd always go in there and stick things on there, and always be reminding myself. I would write in whatever colour of pen I wanted on the back of this door, and it meant every time I was in there, I was like reminded of what I had to be doing and what I was working towards. Minnie's eating something down there, Stephen. I would get that, because sorry, but that's a Halloween decoration that Eden made, and I don't think she's going to be happy. Sorry. Right, guys, the first card, this is the what is happening card. Okay, what's the theme of this reading for this month? And the card that's come out is surrender. So we've just had to do a wee bit of surrendering there this week to the flow of life. Considering we to take some time off just to be ill and get ourselves well. So this is the card that's coming out for the theme of the month. So whatever you resist in life persists. Ask your angels to help you dissolve all the resistances of your ego, the inner conflict and struggle, the rigid mindsets and habits, so that they can flood your life with higher truth and joy. When you surrender to the guidance of your higher self, all the energy you've been using in resistance becomes available to you. Vitality, inner peace, harmony, and most of all, love are your spiritual rewards. So flow with the pace of life, relax and tune in, then follow the guidance of your intuition, knowing that the angels will support you at all times. And the affirmation is, I surrender to the flow of life. Minnie is a minx. Our little dog Minnie is a minx. Okay. Right. Surrender. Okay. It sounds like we all need to do a wee bit more of that, actually. You know, I think we're heading into the winter, and it really is time to slow down a wee bit, and that's okay. Like, I'm quite a fast-paced person. I like things to be done yesterday. I like to, really keep things going and flowing. But, sometimes it's okay just to slow down a wee bit. In fact, we were listening to someone talking earlier today, and it was about how you can maybe even get more done when you don't try and do so much. So, I can be quite bad for that. I can start one thing and then I've got 5 different things going on at the same time. And, and I will finish them, right? I will finish it. But really, if I took my time and maybe did a little bit less, I would maybe be happier with the outcome, and I'd probably feel better in general, instead of feeling burnt out after it. So the message here is, what are you going to surrender to, and how are you going to do it? Are you going to work a little less? Are you going to, stop running about for everybody so much? Are you going to say no when something isn't serving your highest good? How are you going to surrender?
It's good to hear you say that. Yeah, still, it's really good. Like, it's all about balance, right? You know.
Yeah, and like I suppose taking responsibility sometimes and recognising what I'm like. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so into the past. Okay, so we're going into the past a wee while. We're looking at, you know, the past couple of weeks here, and the self-worth card's coming out. I'm sure this came out last month. I am confident and worthwhile is the affirmation on the bottom of this card, okay? So I'll read the message. Self-worth bestows a sense of confidence, expectation of success, and ability to love. Decide on clear boundaries and limits and firmly decline to let others step over them or manipulate you. You will earn respect. When you value yourself, you become open and friendly, slow to take offence and quick to forgive. Remind yourself that you are likeable and lovable. Do not let others press your buttons. Stand tall and confident. With true self-worth, you radiate a golden aura which enfolds others and makes them feel good too. Ask your angel to step into your aura and guide you.
That's interesting. I never really thought of that before, to associate self-worth with being slow to take offence, you know, because I think at one time I was a lot quicker to take offence at things than I am now, you know.
Yeah.
I can still be a little sensitive, but I'm a lot less so, and I think it's probably because, you know,
You're working on that side of you.
I've done some work on self-worth, and that's interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think it's one of those ones where you really have to love yourself and really like yourself and be able to laugh at yourself too, and maybe not take yourself so seriously, because that builds up your self-worth, and not in an egotistical way, just in a way where it's just like, this is just who I am, so love me as I am. And I think a lot of people, you know, we're living in a world right now where people are really struggling with their self-worth on a daily basis, where, you know, especially, I think it sounds mad, right, but see, when you're coming into the winter and then you've got all these like people planning their Christmas nights out and what they're going to wear and what they're going to, like, what their dress is like and what their face is like, man, it's like, wow, it becomes a pretty crazy time of the year. And some people I know are unrecognisable at this time of year, man. It's mental.
And just generally, there's so much offence being taken.
Yes.
Where none is needed. Like,
yes, like,
you know,
the world has went very politically correct in so many ways, and it's, you know, it's no wonder people struggle with their self-worth. It's no wonder people are struggling with this, and it's no wonder this card could probably come out every month, because you know, the universe, the angels, our guides, they want us to recognise this. They want us to work on it, and they want us to start really believing in ourselves and who we are. And I think it's coming. I think that more and more people are starting to realise, like, it's not all about makeup. It's not all about what, you know, other people have got. It's what makes me feel good inside. That's what's really important. And I think more and more people are really waking up to that. And, you know, we're here for anybody that wants to talk about that stuff, because we love it. And we love helping people just realise their worth and see themselves through our eyes, because I think that's the biggest challenge for everyone, is seeing yourself like through other people's eyes, you know, because we can always be very critical of ourselves through our own eyes, but if you've seen what others did, like, you would never criticise yourself again. So moving on to right now, and right now it's all about discernment. Okay, so I actually quite like it when this card comes out. The affirmation is, I trust my intuition. Discernment means sensing what feels right or wrong, trusting your judgment and acting on it. Your angel guidance is to look at the people and situations in your life now and respond to your gut feeling. Learn to develop your intuition and ask the angels to help you discern the good from the bad. They will prompt and guide you. You will feel safer, happier, stronger and clearer. Angel wisdom reminds you that when you can be trusted to use discernment, you can serve the universe in a great way. Again, I trust my intuition. So this card is coming out for like the next wee while. This is like the next few weeks into the month of October. So this is what you really need to be doing in order to help yourself flow. So if something's not feeling good right now, I'm always saying this all the time. I'm like, see if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Like, that's what we say to the kids, right? That's what we tell our children. If someone tells you to do something that doesn't feel good for you, don't do it. You know, that's like one of the biggest rules in life. So as adults, why do we forget that? Because we then start doing things that isn't serving us and it's not even making us feel happy. We have to stop that. So this card's coming out and you're being asked to just like sit with yourself and discover what's really feeling good for you. Maybe write a wee list down, and then if there's loads of stuff on the list where you feel like, well, I have to do that every day or else well, just, that's okay, just take note of that, but try and look at little ways of diluting it some more. So there's always a way out of situations that aren't feeling good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when your body knows and your body starts to show if it's doing stuff every day that it doesn't like, it's not making it happy. It will show in your body. You will get ill. You will, develop pain in your body. There'll be different things will happen to you, and it's just like warning signs if you've not already got them. Okay.
Absolutely, no doubt. That's why I started doing yoga and all that in the first place. Like, because I had detached from that for such a long time, and I was in such a bad state as a result, just firing ahead, doing stuff that I thought was right or people were telling me that I should do, and you end up way down a blind alley, and totally having lost touch with yourself and lost touch with what really matters to you, and it can be a hard road back from that, but it's, it's about trusting yourself and making those choices, and starting that process of standing up for what you know is right for you.
And I think, like, when you're saying that about yoga, like, yoga is such a good tool for everybody to use, because I'm not saying you have to do yoga if it doesn't feel good for you, right? But try it and it probably will feel good for you, because yoga is one of those things that your body needs, and it might not need like a full, like some people think, oh, yoga, I need to get in all these different positions. Sometimes people will I've lost my words there. Sometimes people do really well just with yoga nidra, which is literally like a nighttime meditation, and it brings your body all into relaxation, every part of your body. And some people have done really well just by using that. But I know how well like yoga works for you, and I've seen it like with my own eyes over the past couple of years, like working so well with loads of different people, different shapes and sizes of people for different backgrounds, men, women, children. Like, I really have seen it work really well with people, and it does seem to help people know themselves, because you start to listen to your body, and you start using your mind and your body together, so you become a wee team, which is how it should be, right? So yeah, I think, like, I'm so grateful that you're the yoga guy.
Cheers. But I think it forces you to take stock of what's going on, like, because like you're moving every muscle in your body, and you're becoming aware of where you're holding stuff that's maybe not feeling right. And for me, a lot of it was up in my neck area, and it was starting to become really physical, like a physical blockages, you know, like after many years of not being in my power. And yoga's a brilliant way to get to grips with that and
Yeah,
start
totally.
to make better choices and
Speak your truth. Okay, so best course of action, right, that's going to help us deal with like what's going on for the month. So how are we going to surrender? How are we going to work on our self-worth? You know, how are we going to use discernment in the best way for us? So the next card that's came out is the one that's going to help us with all of that. And I'm loving it tonight because I don't think we actually got any archangels last month. But we've got a wee archangel, a beautiful archangel Zadkiel has came out. So Zadkiel works, I'm sure it's the violet flame, right? So this is who's going to come in and help us to make sure that we're getting all our shit done this month, basically, okay? So Zadkiel, I'm going to read out the wee message here. Archangel Zadkiel will help you to find tolerance and forgiveness. He works on the violet ray of purification and transmutation, helping you to release lower vibrations and ascend to a higher way of being. Angel wisdom suggests that you visualize yourself in the violet flame and invoke Archangel Zadkiel to help you. Place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. You're blessed to have drawn this card today, for it indicates that you're ready to walk the path of light. I am cleansed within the violet flame. I love that. So basically, right, we're being asked, or Archangel Zadkiel is here and he's going to help you find tolerance and forgiveness. So, you know, some of the stuff that's came up, maybe that's just come out of the first, you know, the first 3 set of cards there, like some of that stuff might be coming up and you might be thinking, oh, that's that one's fault because I never got to go to that, and that's their fault because I run about after them all month and I don't get any of my shit done because of them. So if those wee thoughts have came up, right, which they always do, like people, we're human at the end of the day and these thoughts do come in, but there is absolutely no point in them, you know. They're not going to serve you and they're certainly not going to serve anyone else. So Zadkiel is here and Zadkiel is going to help you to find the forgiveness for that and to be able to, you know, help you like dissolve all of that negativity and just look forward to the future. So, you know, I like this. It's place your troubles and difficult relationships within the flame so that all negativity is transmuted. So maybe when we do our little healing at the end of this, we can get you to do that and call in Zadkiel just so that will help you with the month ahead, because I think that is definitely something that we should all be doing, even on a daily basis. Just imagining you're putting all your troubles and all your difficulties into a flame where it can all just be transmuted into love, you know. And I think when we bring it back to that, then it's exactly what we need. All we need is love.
That's beautiful. Love it.
You feeling that?
I'm feeling the whole purification. I think there's so much of that going on right now and so much more needed.
Well, we were talking about it in a nature way as well, how like the rains came the past couple of days and like we're not complaining because it brings out all the mushrooms. So Stephen was like saying how like, you know, just watching like the cleanses came, the rains here, and then all these beautiful mushrooms are just like growing out everywhere.
Yeah, I got soaked again tonight out with the dogs. It was the last thing I needed that, but it was like nice to see the mushrooms coming up. And
definitely.
It felt like another shift. It felt like another another big change, you know, like so. And I think there's there's just a common theme right now. Like there's a big awakening going on, and there's different levels of purification taking place as a result, I think, right now.
Oh yeah. Okay, so just shuffled up the last 2 decks there, and I'm going to ask Stephen to pick 2 cards from each. So I've got my Ascended Master cards coming up next, and then the Fairy cards. Wow. Seen this here. Okay. Okay, so the next card that's coming out is the Moses card, which is coming from the Ascended Master cards. And Moses, so this is like the future, okay? This is like what's going to be happening in the next like week here. And what has to happen is we have to take charge of our situations, right? We have to take charge of all that's going on, and we have to sit and really take some time. Like, I feel that, right, okay, so obviously Moses is like the water, and we can see all the water in the card, but I feel like it's more cleansing is coming. We need to go to the water. We need to continue with the cleanse. So, like you were just saying there about all this cleansing that's going on, and then Moses is jumping out with all his water and he's cleansing us, and he's like
me in the woods tonight.
Woo!
Giving it.
Yes.
Bit of that.
Yep, but the message is take charge of this situation. So everything that's going on, like, you're the only one that can control it. You're the only one that can actually do something about it. You can't make anybody else do something that is your path, your journey. And even like if you're making someone listen to this reading with you, and then you're like, come on, we need to go and do this and that, that's not your choice. Like, you can only deal with you. So please, like, just take some time for yourself. Like, keep cleansing what makes you feel good, what's cleansing for you. Some people like love going out walks in the rain. Some people like getting cold water therapy. Some people like to come and have a full chakra balance, a Reiki healing. Some people come and do yoga with Stephen. Like, what gives you your cleanse? What's going to make you feel good? Because we need to go through a cleanse in order to be able to really take charge of the situation that's going on right now. And that is working on yourself, learning what's feeling good for you, and taking some action, action to take time. Even, like we said at the start, I feel like, we all go about sometimes doing a wee bit much. So what is it you need to do? Remind yourself, what is it you need to do to slow yourself down a wee bit, and Moses is coming in just to try and remind you of that. But I'm definitely being called to the water here. So if you're being called to the water, please go to the water. And if water's something that you love, let us know about that as well, because we've got Serena, who's our little water warrior, and she loves nothing more than helping people and taking them into the cold water and doing some water therapy with people. And Stephen, you quite like it as well.
I do, I like it. In fact, I love it, but I'm a in and out kind of man with it. I don't like to hang about too much.
Yeah.
2 minutes in and out.
But that is all you really need in the winter. So, that's what's happening, But if you're really called to that, then do get in touch, because we can help you with that as well.
Do you see that as a sacral cleansing card, or not really? Just with the water,
I think, yeah, I mean, it can be quite sacral, but also I find that with the water, it can also be a lot to do with the throat. and the blue. So I feel like sometimes when like the blues coming in like that as well, it can be a lot of people needing to do some more work on their throat chakra. And I'm looking actually because the next card's got a lot of blue in it as well. So yeah, I'd say more so like a lot of the throat and a lot of the cleansing of what people are saying. So people need to start looking at how they're speaking to themselves, how honest are they being. So I think with all that blue coming in, it really is. It's like trying to help people heal the throat, which a lot of people in our society do struggle with, especially, you know, people keep saying it, like men as well, they struggle to open up, they struggle to speak, and that's something that, like, I suppose, like, we're really good at creating, because when, like, guys always come to our events and they're always just like sharing away, and it's beautiful. It's like one of those things where I've been shocked, actually. I think having you there as well just gives them that, you know, that extra bit of peace of mind, I suppose, and knowing that, you know, you can say whatever you like, you know, it's a safe space. So I feel like, yeah, we're working in the sacral, but we're also really having to open up the throats here.
Yeah, I like that. And kind of made me think of like singing in the shower, and kind of like that might be your. I love doing that, by the way, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think that can be a great way to just, you know, like cleanse through any little suppression that's been happening, any blocks or any, like, you know, and start to feel good and feel creative and blast through that, you know. You doesn't have to be singing in the shower. It could be like going for a walk up a hill and just shouting ball at the top of your over a cliff or whatever, you know, like, I don't know, just something to get that energy moving.
Definitely. Yeah, and again, need a hand with that. We can take you up a hill, we can help you scream your head off. It's one of those things that I actually love to do. I've not done it probably for a while.
Maybe you should.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to go and do that as well. Do you fancy joining me? Let me know. We'll do this. Right, so the next card is the influence card, right? And I'm actually loving it because this my friend Kelly in Canada, Kelly's Green Lounge, for the past few weeks has been sending me pictures of this guy, Krishna. Okay, so this is the influence. This is Krishna is going to give us some positive influence, some prosperity, some abundance. Krishna's going to remind you to have fun, to dance, to sing, to open up, to be free. Now, I love in the background of this card, there's like trees and there's water again, a lot of blue. Now, the past few weeks, anytime that I've been needing it, not with Kelly even knowing, she just randomly has sent me a picture of Krishna and said, look, focus on this card. You need to focus on Krishna today, and Krishna's going to help you. And I love that. I love that Krishna's come out in this reading, because that means that he's coming out for not just for me, but for all of you guys and Kelly as well, because Kelly deserves a bit of Krishna in her life always. And yeah, I feel like this is exactly the influence we're all needing right now. We're all needing to find the blessings in our current situation. So, you know, I think for everybody, we can all go through a time or a phase where you think, shit, what am I doing? What am I actually doing here right now? What is going on? Like, we probably have felt a wee bit like that the past month since we came back from our travels, because, you know, every day we're having to, like, you know, we're not in our own space, we're not in our own, like, comfort zone. So we're having to, like, really go, right, okay, I'm so blessed. Like, we've got such a beautiful family. We've got amazing people round about us. We've got a bed to sleep in. You know what I mean? Eden's safe, you know. Our wee dogs are all right. We've got this beautiful baby growing inside us. You know, some days I have to really, really remind myself of that, because the wee things, like, not having her own space yet is really like, it can really get on top of me. So trying to find the blessings in all the situations is really a big deal, and I think we all need to really work on that. So I'm going to just show you Krishna dancing a bit.
I actually don't know much about Krishna. It's going to make me go and study this kind of thing, because I didn't even know that Krishna was a dancing, flute playing kind of guy. There he is.
Well, I think,
Or, I mean, it's quite an androgynous figure, so I'm saying he, but it could, well, that could easily be
a lot of these cards are always like that, you can never really tell if they're male or female, or does it even matter? Like, probably doesn't. But for me, like, Krishna is like vibrancy and fun, and trying to help you maybe even release your inner child and just lighten up a little bit. So I like that. I like that card's came out for that moment, for the influence that we're all needing right now. So thank you, Krishna, and thank you, Kelly, for always reminding me of that too. We love you. Right, okay, so the next card that's coming out, this is from the fairy deck, and this is like the hopes and fears, right? Hopes and fears to do with like the full month, and for universally, the answer to your question involves your daughter. It's the daughter card. So hope and fear, like, I think this universally, this card is like, it's either, it could be you've got some fear going on around a girl in your life. Maybe you might not even have a daughter, you might be a daughter, and you need to really like start loving yourself. I think I just said there something about Krishna helping you to release your inner child. So I think some of us get a bit scared of that, and we get like, oh God, I can't like release my inner child. I don't want to act like a fanny or do something that's going to make me look daft. Sometimes you just have to go in and release your inner child and do things that really feel good for you and not be scared. So that could be the reason this is coming out for some. It could also be that, you've got a beautiful daughter, and, with everything that's going on in the world and everything that's been going on in the month, you've maybe focusing a wee bit too much worry and fear onto them, and maybe you need to like rein it in a wee bit and just bring it back to yourself again, and remember that you need your own love and affection. So I think this card could have like a couple of different meanings, but I think it's it's really to do with us all releasing that inner child, allowing in the feminine energy, allowing ourselves to be more girly and free and have more fun, because there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. For me, like, feminine energy would be kind of right brain and like creative stuff as well, like, so allowing space for a bit of that, and maybe letting your logical mind like have a wee rest and come into a bit of balance, and like find a balance between that over logical way of approaching every problem, and maybe bringing in a little bit more of the kind of intuitive side along with that.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, true. Thank you. Okay. Right, and the last card, which is the outcome. I don't know if it's the outcome or an income, but
I don't think it's an income. Mate, who knows, but outcome.
pregnancy. Dun dun dun. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. Wow.
She's going to be a special girl.
Yeah, man. So, right, this is the last card, which could mean the last day of the month before anything actually happens. But there. Yeah, this is like, we all know, like, Stephen and I are going to have a baby, and we all know that babies do bring blessings, right? They do bring love, they bring joy. They're amazing, and wow, we are really super blessed to be having this wee baby together, and we know we're bringing her into this amazing world filled with amazing people round about her and nature, and it's, for me, it's super exciting. I know that both of us are really excited actually. Minnie came back up there. Minnie's behind me, she's excited too. Minnie's finally getting to be a big sister. Aren't you, Minnie? I don't know how she's going to take it, really. You better not yap at the baby, Minnie. So, yeah. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. So, not only will, you know, this wee baby bring us blessings, but we know that she's going to bless anybody that looks at her, because she's just going to have that vibe. Like Eden, you know, Eden has got a very our own little personality. Anybody that meets her seems to go away feeling filled with either love or laughter or just something that's crazy. And that's what kids do. They bring joy, and you know, that it's something that we're really excited about. So also for you guys at home, you know, pregnancy, right? This is a new beginning. So think about it, right? You've got all this stuff to be working on this month, and then you've the last card, the outcome is the pregnancy. So when you're working all this stuff, then you're creating a new beginning, you're creating life, you're creating something magical for you. So, you know, really embrace it this month. Like, really take some time and work out what feels good for you. You know, let go of stuff that's not serving you anymore, that's not making you feel worthy. Let it go. Surrender and just start to look forward to, you know, what's coming in. Cleansing. You're going to work on your inner child. You're going to invite Krishna in. And yeah, you're going to really, really start to feel that freedom and that love within yourself.
Get
for
ready
yourself.
to birth, like, maybe a new idea or a new sort of aspect of yourself that's not been allowed to come to the fore or whatever, you know, like, that's like, you know,
Definitely.
Could be a really powerful reading, that, you know.
It could be a powerful month, guys, if you really focus on what you want to do here. So right now what we're going to do is we're just going to give you a wee couple of minutes sort of healing meditation. I'm going to get my wee drum there, and I'm just going to ask you to take a wee bit of time right now to breathe and just close your eyes. As you're breathing, allow love into your body with every in-breath and every out-breath. Just breathe away, let go anything that's not feeling good. Breathe away worry, stress, fear. Let in that love, let in that light. I want you just to imagine the Archangel Zadkiel is standing behind you. not serving your highest good. Breathe in, feeling that light, that violet flame travel down your arms, into your hands, cleansing and clearing anything that's not serving your highest good, opening you up to your own healing power, reminding you to put yourself first. Breathing, feeling that violet flame travel all the way up into your chest. Breathing in love. Breathing, feeling that light come down into your stomach. Breathing power into your belly. And breathing away anytime you feel you've given your power away. Let Archangel Zadkiel's light help you let that go. Breathing, feeling the light come down into your sacral, then down into your roots, into the base of your spine. Breathing, breathing in safety and security, and breathing away anytime you haven't felt safe and secure. Letting go. Zadkiel's light comes down into your knees, into your calves, ankles, and out through the soles of your feet. The light travels down through the ground, connecting you to all that is. You're at one. At one with Zadkiel, the angels, the universe, and Mother Earth. I'm going to get you to take a big deep breath in. As you exhale, feel that light travel up through the soles of your feet, through your entire body, till it emanates out through your crown at the top of your head. Light, the flame, rains down on your aura, cleansing, clearing, helping you surrender and let go fully, once and for all. The violet flame is sealed and protected around you. No negative influence can enter. It's up to you to do the inner work. And just nice and slow. Become aware of your body, your fingers, your toes. Allow yourself to come back whenever you're ready. You might want to just go to sleep now, or you might want to come back and start your list. Start making some notes on what you want to be bringing into this beautiful month of October. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, guys. Hope you have an amazing month ahead, and we look forward to hearing from you all. Lots of love.